welcome back to the channel. My name is Carrie from Blue City Pickin', and if you are new here, I am a part-time reseller who goes out to estate sales, thrift stores, yard sales, and buys things in an attempt to flip them for a profit over on eBay. Today I have an estate sale haul for you all. I had intended on filming this estate sale, and I had started to film, and then it was just so crowded in there that I didn't feel super comfortable filming and trying to talk through everything, as I am new to that. I'm not a professional. So what I decided to do was that I would just do a haul video on it. I went to a local estate sale last week. The pictures that really kind of piqued my interest were some vintage Fisher-Price items. I absolutely adore those things, but I wasn't able to go right away because I do this part-time. This is not my full-time job. So by the time I got there, all of that was gone. And it wasn't even that long. It was maybe 3 hours or so, which is fine as expected. When I talked to the lady, she said, yeah, those were gone almost immediately. So I was then on the hunt to find some other treasures, and I absolutely did. So I am super excited to show you what I found. I spent $40 on everything that you see here today. I will likely just spread the cost over everything. There were pieces and parts that cost more and less, and honestly, it just doesn't really matter once you see how much I picked up for $40. So without further ado, let's get started. I will go over the non-plush items first, and then I will hit the plush. So the first thing I picked up was this Delft of Holland ceramic bowl. It is super dirty, but that is okay. You can see that it is marked on the bottom Delft. It still has its original sticker as well. Next item that I picked up from the home area is this really pretty yellow and kind of cream color mug. I do not know this marking. I'm not familiar with it, but it was sitting next to that Delft pottery. And so I picked it up. I figured, you know, bread and butter on that as well. I also found this from a home goods standpoint. This is a new tone door knocker in solid brass. Everything looked to be their new old stock, so I went ahead and picked that up. And I have not comped everything out yet at the time of filming the video, so I'll just throw the comps up there that I do find. And then I think the last thing I picked up that was like home type is a massive bag. Let's see if I can get it. Like, there's even more than what is in this bag right here of these napkin rings, and they're super cute. They're all different little animals. There's another one. Let's see what else we got. Bunnies, cows, butterflies, snails, etc. I think they charged me about $8 for the entire bag. You can see I'm still pulling some out. They're not all complete and in the best shape. There's some that are damaged, like missing their tails. They were made in India, but I am hoping, you know, lot them up in lots of 4 and sell them, you know, $10 for each lot. I just thought they were super cute and that somebody will find joy in those. Next, out of the vintage toys that I did pick up, I picked up this Play School. It is called the Wind Up Seaplane, and you can see it's still going because I wound it up not too long ago. It is missing the character. I think just bread and butter on that. And then the other kind of vintage toy thing that I found that was individually priced, it was this little, I think it's called a shell core, where you can just wind it up and then it moves. It's so cute. So I picked that up as well. It's super cute. Let's see, then on to kind of some of the littles before the plush. I found this new old stock Veggie Tales Rack, Shack, and Benny. It is a cassette tape and a book. I am familiar that the fact that VeggieTales, vintage stuff, new old stock sells for pretty decent money. I looked this up and I should be able to just, I think, get like 20 bucks out of that by itself. Next up, I picked up a couple of vintage hacky sacks. No clue what those are worth, but I went ahead and snagged them. I also picked up this Ertl, let's see, I am not going to remember what type of plane this is, but it is Ertl. It is metal. It is very heavy duty. I should be able, you know, bread and butter, 15, 20 out of that as well. I found this. This is a Nickelodeon, let's see, it's called a flash screen. I did not look this up when I was there. And when I got home and opened it up, it had corroded batteries. So I don't know if this will still sell. If it worked, this would be worth a pretty decent chunk of change, but it does not work. So I may just try to sell it for parts, get some bread and butter, or I may just redonate it because I didn't pay hardly anything for this stuff. Next up is a couple of Playmobil horses. I have a huge lot that I've already listed of these, so I will probably pull that down and add these to it and increase the price. I also found a couple of vintage Lego Duplo figures. I currently have a lot of blocks that I'm putting together to sell as a bundle. That are all vintage Lego Duplo, so I will likely just add these to that. Then I found a couple of cute little Muppet cake toppers. I believe these are the Muppet Babies. So I will list them together as cake toppers, get bread and butter out of that. I also picked up a couple of, I think these are both Laramie. I'm not sure what these are worth, but a couple of old dinosaurs and then a few other little knickknacks. Vintage Lego horse that's head moves up and down. And that's an old Lego. And then this one is an Ertl Disney car. Not sure what this is. I want to say it looks like Roger Rabbit. I will look it up and see if it's worth anything. If not, we'll just do bread and butter on that. So, yep, there's my receipt, 40 bucks. So next up is the plush. This was my favorite part because they had a lot of really great plush. First up is this Peter Rabbit. This is by the brand Eden. I have actually had this before, this exact one. I think he sold, you know, $12 to $15. Next up is this Gund from 1988. It is a Gund bunny. Still has his paper tag, still has his little gold tag on his neck. She's in beautiful condition. Hopefully I can get, you know, 12 to 15 on that as well. Next up is this little terry cloth rattle. I actually couldn't find this anywhere. There's no tag on it. I've tried to Google Lens. I haven't found it. I've been pretty lucky in the past with terry cloth type items, so I probably will list this for, you know, 20 and see what I can get out of it. Next up is this Cascade toy rabbit, but it is also a puppet. So we have a little bunny rabbit puppet, bread and butter. Next up is this is a Gund, 1985. It's a little golden retriever, like floppy puppy. I think he was bread and butter, but we will look that up and put the comps up on the screen. Next item is a Manhattan Toy Company. This is a rabbit. It's got a really interesting face, really pretty, big, fluffy, beautiful condition rabbit. I'm gonna get this listed before Easter and hopefully we can get him sold. He is from 1986. Not sure. Let's see. Next up is, so this sale had a bunch of puppets and I kind of like puppets, so I bought them. So this is from a Pack-a-Luck Puppet 1987 from Fredericksburg, Tennessee. Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at him. He's a donkey. Look at those teeth. I think he's super cool. I don't think that this brand is like super well known, but I am hopeful that I can get, you know, 20 to 25 out of him. I picked up this vintage Snoopy from the 60s. He's just bread and butter. I have sold him before. Let's see. Next we have, this is another, this is Dakin. This is a brown bunny. Very good condition. Still has its ribbon. 1986. Probably bread and butter. Let's see. Another puppet. Raccoon. This one is by Country Critters from Burlington, Kansas. I don't know if this has a name on a date on it. This one does not have a date, but he makes noises, so that's kind of cool. I just thought he was so cute and I couldn't leave him. And if he's just bread and butter, it brings me joy. Next up is this really cute posable gunned dog. This is from 1991. You can see the vintage gunned tag. Still has his paper tag. There's no surface spots. I think I looked him up and he was worth a little bit more, but I will put that up on the screen so you can see. And then comes my treasures. I need help with this one. I have no idea who this is. He looks familiar. I've tried to use Google Lens. I can't find out who he is. And there's no tags. He kind of looks like Beans the Bunny from the Muppets, but I know that's not who he is. If you know who this is, can you please tell me so that I know what to do? But another puppet looked familiar, so I just went ahead and snagged it without comping it. Next, I have a set of 3 Wallace and Gromit miniature plush from Gund. 2 of them still have the tags on them. Sean the sheep does, and then I can't remember this gentleman's name, but then Wallace does not have his tag. Between the 3 of these, I should be able to get about $50, I think, from the 3 of them. They're worth a decent amount of money. I love Wallace and Gromit, which is why I picked it up. And so I'm glad I did because those are worth some decent money. And then last but not least, I picked up these Richard Scarry. If anybody knows these characters, I know them from when I was a kid. They're Richard Scarry characters. This one is by the Toy Works. It is Huckle the cat. It is a beanbag. I don't remember how much these were worth when I comped them, but I will throw those up on the screen. Another, the Toy Works. This is Lowly the worm. And then also, this is from, oh, he's so cute. It says The Busy World of Richard Scarry on it. It is 1995. This is from Gund. And look, you can pull Lowly out of the apple, but you can put him back in. This one was worth a pretty decent amount, if I recall. So super happy with that. I just could not have been more pleased when I got home and found out that some of my gut feels and we'll say instincts were correct on some of the vintage toys that people don't think about, like the Veggie Tales and the Richard Scarry and some of the hand puppets and Wallace and Gromit. So super excited with my haul today. Like I said, 40. You'll see the comps as we went. And if you like this kind of content, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe, and let me know if there was a favorite that you saw in what I was able to pull from the plush, or if there was anything else that you kind of liked. I hope you are having a wonderful day and holiday season, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.